Clockwork Orange by Anthony Burgess. Some very interesting ideas in this one. Ideas of government control, free will, and if someone is just born completely evil. We visit this male chick that is Alex and his journey from violent teenage delinquent to prisoner and then government test subject. What I found most interesting about this book, though, is how our sympathy goes back and forth for our main character. At first, all we see of Alex is an evil character, going around stealing and assaulting people left and right. But then when he's forced by the government to change against his will, we kind of feel sorry for him that some of his free will is being forcibly taken away. But then we cycle back to, well, he's probably only getting what he deserves. The book also has a very unique use of language, or rather the made up language of Nadsat, which to begin with can be a little confusing, but it's funny as how you read on, you kind of get the gist of it and you're able to read it as if it's just sort of normal words. But I think the use of this sort of made up slang makes us more able to attach ourselves to Alex. We see the world through his eyes, but we also read about it through his language. It's also a kind of strange feeling how we actually feel a bit hopeful for Alex by the end of the book. And it's almost whimsical the way he actually says goodbye to the reader at the end. It's like watching an old friend leave and not knowing when you're going to see them again. But then you're like, oh yeah, this guy's a fucking violent psychopath. So again, the book does a fantastic job of making you feel guilty for liking the main character. I also love how through Alex we get hints of the dystopian world without it being outright explained to us like something from 1984. All we can tell is that crime is uncontrollable and prisons are overcrowded, but the typical government response is of a quick fix rather than addressing the problem head on. It's easier and quicker for the government to force change rather than rehabilitation. But the book also shows the hypocrisy of the other side of the political system. The government uses Alex as a test subject, but then the other side use him to point out the cruelty of the government while also being cruel to Alex themselves. So neither actually care about Alex, and he's merely a political tool. Honestly, this is such a well-crafted book, and being under 150 pages, it really packs so much in there. So if you want like a dystopian fiction which focus solely on one character's experience of it rather than a sort of bigger world system, then I'd definitely give this one a read.